How we doing, people? Today what I'm doing is I'm showing you an item called safety wire. Now this is a stainless steel lock wire, and you can get this at Harbor Freight. Okay, and it comes in a roll. It's quite a few feet of it. I would say there's probably 100 feet or better in there, maybe more. And they also sell these safety pliers. They're a lock wire plier, and the feature of these is when you pinch them, they're like normal pliers. You can pinch things with them and cut them. Right here's a cutter. But the idea with this is when you pinch onto something like this wire and you squeeze this, there's a little lever here that locks the pliers so that the handles are locked together. And it keeps tension on the actual tips. And what that's for is so as you pull on this piece back here, it rolls the pliers. And you just let go and you pull it and it rolls the pliers. Very easy to use. And what that's meant to do is to actually braid the wire, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, we're just going to act as if we had to braid. Now you could be using, say, a fence. You buy them fence panels at Tractor Supply, and maybe you want to put some 6x6 rebar panel up against it to keep, say, big animals in, or horses, or small dogs, whatever. You're going to need a way to fasten it. And if you don't want to weld them to the panels, or have even the means to weld, that can be quite a process. You can use something like zip ties, which, yes, they work, but over time the sun's going to deteriorate them, and they'll just eventually start breaking off. Or even if the animals were pushing on them, sometimes that can snap them zip ties. However, this stainless steel wire is going to take much more abuse. From the sun's not going to hurt it, the rain is not going to hurt it. It's not going to rust all over your panels, and it's very easy to use. So what we're going to do is we're going to act as if we were wrapping the panel. Okay, we're going to wrap the panel, and then what we're going to do is we're simply going to wrap. I like to go around once or twice. Okay. And you try to even it up the best you can. Now, obviously, you can go with a longer piece here. I'm just using a short piece to show you. And you're going to grab it. If this is the distance, say, something you were going to hook, like down here, right here, you would take that, and you would not want to get too far below it. You'd want to be above it with your pliers, because when you braid it, you want the braid to be just above where you're hooking. So see there? That's a pretty good description. We'll go ahead and lock the pliers. We're going to go ahead and roll it. You can see how it's braiding it. Now, as it gets towards the end, if you keep braiding it, you have a chance you could snap it. But here's the deal. I just roll the pliers, and what it does is it tightens it up just on the surface, okay, so that this is nice and tight right here. It's a nice tight bond, okay? And then, as you can see, set them up there. I want to hook it and attach it to here, right? So as you can see, I got a really nice braid right there that's holding it nice and tight. And then what I'm going to do is come below whatever you're tying. So if this was a fence panel, you'd go around the top of the panel, just the top of it, or you could be on the side. Several spots you could zip this. Now, again, you're going to clamp onto the wire, pull back on the handle, the little slider, and that locks it together. You're going to stay in line. As you see how it's braiding it? Nice. Okay. And then what you're going to do is right when it gets to the end there, you're just going to roll it once or twice. Okay? And trust me, that is tight. Now, you're not going to want to leave this like this, people, because this is very sharp and you could poke someone or an animal in the eye. So what you want to do is you want to come up about 3/4 of an inch away from it. You're going to clip it off, okay, with the cutters. And then you're going to take the tip and you're just going to do like a circle. You're going to soften this so that no one can get hurt on it. You're just going to roll it in. Okay, and as you can see, no one's getting caught on that. There's nothing sharp, and that's the situation. Look how tight that is. And that's stainless steel. Now, what I like to do when I'm done is I go around, let's say if it was square, and I just tap the edges square just because I'm OCD, but you don't have to do that. But as you can see how tight that is. And let me bring you in a little closer so that you can see how exactly tight that is. Let me show you. So that's, as you can see, it's braided. It's braided right there, and it's braided around this piece, and I just turned that in and rolled it so that it's not sharp no more. I hope that helps you with the safety wire, and you can see the situation. It's very easy to use. It's very easy to install. It's very quick, and it's something that's going to last over time. This is stainless steel. It's 40 thousandths in diameter, and everything you can get at Harbor Freight. Okay, I hope that helped.